Have you ever had a secret admirer write you this beautiful love note, but then you actually find out later it may or may not have been your brother who wrote it? It's messy, and stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's amazing
How the unexpected can take your life and change directions. Jazz hands.
Oh, they did jazz hands today, they did.
Yes, hello and welcome to the Baby Daddy After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I loved this episode.
It was a lot of fun. Actually, a lot of fun with a nice thing at the end.
Nice little thing at the end. We won't talk about it just yet.
Yes,
We got to
yes.
keep the people wanting more.
Yes, of course.
But speaking of people wanting more, here you are again.
Yes, we are both here. I am James Lott Jr. You can follow me at James Lott Jr. everywhere where James Lott Jr.'s are sold.
All right.
And you are...
And I am Dakota T. Jones. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones, and Snapchat under Crazy Coda. See, I wasn't able to get my name on that one because I made it a long time ago before.
How can you not get your name on there?
was-
All the Dakota Jones and T. Joneses are out there.
I know, it's a poser.
Like, it must
be a
I'm like,
poser.
you and I have names that aren't common, so I'm like, I don't know who has Dakota T. Jones.
Right?
If you know Dakota T. Jones, you need to like send them to us so we know what's going on.
That's right. We got to figure this out,
Man,
guys.
that's crazy. Okay.
But anyway, guys, we have an awesome episode to discuss. It started out with this lovely scene with Bonnie and Emma. They're playing. I just
Cutest kid.
love Emma.
The cutest kid. Oh my gosh,
Cutest.
she's so cute.
And,
Yes.
and the boys bring in this ginormous recliner that they
It
found
looked
from
comfortable.
outside.
It looked comfortable.
It did. I don't even care that they found it on the side of the street. I mean, just put some Febreze on that thing and you're fine.
yeah. Well, Febreze and then like vacuum it out if there's like things in there living in there.
Oh, true.
That's my problem with chairs. Like tables, I've gotten tables off the street and refinished them and things
Yeah.
like that. But a big comfy chair like that, I'm a little nervous because there could
Yeah.
be things living in there.
There could be living things in there.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Like, you don't even want to know,
Yeah, you
guys.
won't know, but yes.
Endless possibilities.
But it looked beautiful. I love those big stuffy chairs.
Yeah, I know. And I think Bonnie was like, you know what? We are not having this in here. So they decided to leave it outside the door, which I thought was hilarious because Ben has his little bro hangout.
Yes, he does.
Right outside the door. It was absolutely hilarious. And then all of a sudden, Sam shows up.
Yeah, Sam's back.
I love her.
Yeah, me too. She's back.
And she's like, you know what? I'm so sorry to say this, but I'm going to have to put in my 2-week notice. It's really awkward. And, you know, we had something going on. Now we don't. I hope you understand and you agree, right? He's like, no. Where's this coming from? But, I mean, for those of you who did not remember, it was kind of awkward the last time that they ran into each other. They were kind of naked in bed.
Yes.
And he kind of left her hanging.
He did because he did.
He did. That happened.
Now you know that wasn't real life because it don't happen in real life. I'm sure a naked woman in bed, you don't leave. That does not happen. So I was like, obviously it was written in the storyline.
Yep.
Yes.
Poor Sam.
Yes.
There she was without her dignity, just sitting there when he left. But
Yes.
then Ben gets this note out of nowhere from this secret admirer saying, you know, it didn't have the name sign, but it was like, I think if we're meant to be together, you're going to meet me here at this time, and then we'll figure things out. And, you know, he was thinking, I would love this to be Sam, but I'm not really sure because she's always telling me to leave her alone.
She is all the time.
And so it's just kind of awkward. And he's like, you know what? I guess I could just go and be undercover.
See what happens.
And then see what happens. If she shows up, great. If not, I'll sneak out.
Yes.
And Danny was there and decided at the same time, you know, I think I'm going to leave a secret note for Riley because that's the only plausible thing to do, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And now, funny, in here they're saying, Boo69Bs,
Yes.
our buddy, says, you know that chair would have fit through the door if Tucker just moved out of the way. The chair was not that big, couldn't fit through the door. Well, the angling, if you angle it, so the pipe can come in.
Pivot.
Pivot, exactly. I like that, exactly. Emma is a scene stealer. She was so cute.
Yes.
Visit Bag, I may be saying your name incorrectly. He says, I love Bonnie as a grandma, by the way.
Yep. I mean, is your grandma anything like Bonnie?
My grandmother, who's alive, is my homegirl.
Cool.
I always call my homegirl, but she's not like Danny. She just kind of watches my antics and then just kind of laughs at them. And I get her in some trouble sometimes, but usually it's me.
That's fun. I
How's
have
your
a grandma
doing?
like that. We have fun, and I wouldn't say she's the extent of Bonnie because Bonnie is borderline crossing the line a lot.
Yeah.
But my grandma's pretty awesome.
Well, I'm the grandfather. Of course, I have grandkids. So if you guys don't know, I have 3 grandchildren.
That's so cool.
I'm Papa Jamie, so I am the fun grandparent of all the grandparents.
That's awesome. I bet that feels awesome.
Oh, it does. But you can imagine me as a grandparent. I'm I talk to him like little people, so it's a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
Then we see Riley. You know, Danny leaves the note at her door,
Yes.
and she accidentally gets it stuck to the bottom of her
Yes.
shoe. She doesn't even pay attention to it. She just crumples it up and throws it away.
Yeah, she did. That was it. I was like, oh, she didn't read the notes.
I
She
know.
didn't read the notes.
So then Danny was like waiting for her. She never showed up.
Yes.
He was sad.
Yes. But Ben's there.
Ben's there.
And meets up with a girl named Julia. Do you remember her?
You know,
I
don't.
think she was on the show once.
Really?
Like they went on one date, I think. Like she said.
Okay.
You guys remember if she was on before, like a previous season? Let us know. But she looked kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Like she was on an episode, and so I'm not sure. Oh, it's pronounced Baig. Got it. Baig. Got
Baig.
It. So I think she might have been on before. I think.
Okay.
The other girl later, I didn't recognize.
Yeah,
her.
I didn't recognize her, and I think she was new.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny because this girl named Julia shows up and basically goes with Ben, and Ben's thinking, oh, she wrote the note. So they go back to his place, and they're gonna make out.
Oh, wow.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And Sam shows up only to see him leave
Yes, with
with
a girl. Yes.
And she did write the note.
yes.
She is the secret note girl.
So she did write. It's like, wow. I actually didn't see that come. I thought it'd be somebody else.
I know,
And
me
then
too.
Sam would see it and
Yep.
be like, oh my God. But she wrote the note.
I know. I was honestly surprised. I honestly was, because she's been telling him, stop
Yes,
looking at me, stop touching me.
I know. Danny lists all the things she kept saying. It was kind of funny.
I know. It was
But
great.
I didn't know that she did, so I'm shocked you did.
And so then, Ben finds out that this girl named Julia did not write the note.
Nope.
And so then he's like, you know what? I'm going to write another note and leave it on the chair. And then maybe Sam will come pick it up. And then somehow it ends on the floor. And then Danny picks up Ben's note and thinks Riley wrote it, saying that she's sorry for everything that happened and that she wants to make up. So how did that work out?
Well, it was funny because it's because the maintenance guys were there and they were gonna move the chair, and Danny comes out, and actually, you guys, we're having Derek Theler in the studio here next Wednesday, so we can ask him about all his antics. It'll be really exciting. He's gonna be huge. I mean, he's huge.
Yes,
so it's gonna be really crazy. But it's funny because they were like. He found the note, it goes from Riley, and of course Riley, like, it's not like boy or girl, is kind of funny.
I know.
It's one of those kind of names like Riley.
Yes.
Those names. And then like Dakota. No.
That's right.
Actually, I know some girl Jameses too. I know a few girl Jameses.
Really?
Yeah, I do. My niece is Jamie Lee, so it's kind of like she's supposed to like James, kind of.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
But anyway, so it's kind of funny, and he's like, so it's not a guy. He's like, no, it's like my gaydar is really off. It's kind of funny. He's big burly. All these three big burly men in the scene.
I know.
Kind of doing that.
That was really funny.
So
Because no one's ever really. I don't remember exactly, but I don't really remember anyone thinking that Danny ever was.
Yeah, but he's always so girly in a way of his thoughts. Like
That's
Ben
true.
said, stop being a high school girl and be a man, because he's so into his feelings.
He is.
He's that big jock that's into his. That's why Coach talked to him about that when he comes.
I know, seriously, and it was so funny because he sees Riley, he rushes up to her, starts making
And
out
he
with
kissed
her.
her. And I was like, oh my God. I was like,
yes,
Yes.
like finally. I don't even
But-
care, but sadly, she was not as receptive, and she was saying how I didn't write any note. You're crazy. Like,
Yes.
are you drunk? Type of thing, and she decided to walk away.
Because you said, you're I'm not wrong. Now, here people want to know, we want to try to ship Riley and Danny. Is the name Riney or Ranny?
Ooh.
I'm trying to give a name. So, folks, maybe I'll do a poll on Twitter.
So Diley or
They did. Okay, it's Riley and Danny, so they said Riney or Ranny.
ooh.
So I might do a poll later on today.
You
Take it
should.
and see what people think Baby Daddy, because
Yeah.
they always have names. They always combine the names. I don't know. Like they're not shipped already. There's no name for them already.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, it was kind of weird. Like I thought. I mean, usually there's always names. I'm
Yeah.
sure there is, but I just don't know it.
Yeah, I don't know it either. I mean, yeah, if there's one already, let us know.
Yes, let us know in the comments right now, guys.
Yeah.
We'd love to know what the
Yeah.
official ship name.
If
of
not,
Danny
I might
Riley
do
is.
a poll tonight and see
Yes,
what happens.
that'd be fun.
Yes.
And so basically, Ben is going back to the bar
Yes.
to meet up with another girl,
Pretty girl named Heather.
Heather. God
She was
bless her
pretty.
soul. She was pretty. She was pretty. Sam walks in. She's like, "Oh my gosh! Of course he's with another girl."
Yes.
And she gets mad. And she tells Ben, "You know what? I am the note girl, and I figured if it was meant to be, you'd show up and you'd know it was me if we were soulmates. But obviously not." She gets really upset. She leaves him,
Yes.
which was kind of hilarious because
Yes.
Ben was like, and I like this part because Ben is pretty self-centered,
Yes.
and so seeing him kind of go out of his comfort zone for a girl,
Yeah.
made me kind of happy.
Yes.
He shows up. and has all these cheerleaders with him.
Funny,
he's in a cheerleader outfit, and he's like,
I loved
go,
it.
Go, go.
I love it. I was an idiot. They do a little cheer. He looks really cute in that outfit. I was like, okay. Like, he's small like everybody else, so he looks, of course, he looks skinny like everybody else. But I was just like, oh my God, it's so... Actually, it was pretty funny.
It was.
They did cheerleading. He did. He goes, you said you felt humiliated by me, so now...
I'm going to be...
Yeah, and then she took him back?
She took him back. And I'm excited because I really hope in the episodes to come we see a lot more of them because I like them. I think they're cute. And I think it's about time now that Riley hopefully is going to be with Danny, that Ben finds some love too. Still waiting for Tucker.
I was just going to say, poor Tucker.
Poor Tucker. Like,
We're rooting for him.
Did they just decide, you know what, we're never going to give him like...
I know. Everybody wants Tucker to get some love and he's not getting it right now.
I know. But he did say... Tahj did say a couple weeks ago when we had him in that he was going to have a lady.
I know, so we'll keep hoping.
Fingers
but
crossed.
Sam and Ben are together. Apparently now they're going to try it out. Second chance.
Exactly.
I was like, right, I didn't see that coming either this season.
I know. Seriously.
Didn't see it.
And before going into what happens with Danny and Riley, brings us to our other storyline, which was this hilarious bit where Tucker is going to cover a beauty queen pageant for toddlers, right?
Yes.
And he needs this breaking story of like, you know, moms that are crazy, that are living their dreams through
Toddlers
their
and tiaras.
Yes.
You know, what's her name? What's her name from that show too? Well, she's from that show. The lady, not Anne, I forgot her name. But anyway, so yeah, they want to show somebody who's kind of crazy, stage momish, kind of, you know, and go crazy. And so they decided to use Bonnie, of course.
Yep. And Bonnie was going to enter Emma for the contest, so Tucker gets a good story.
Yes.
And Bonnie gets kicked out before it even starts, before they got to film anything.
Yes.
Because she was trying to bribe the judges. Typical Bonnie.
Yes, of course. Typical
Bonnie.
Yes. And so Tucker goes, okay, I need your help, Riley. I need you. And Riley, because she had her own kind of childhood misfortune in that field.
She said that she was a pudgy girl with a lazy eye.
Yes.
And there was something else in there.
There was something else. And then he added later the perm, bad perm and stuff. And
the leg braces.
How do you know that? And he goes, was that, am I off? She's like, no.
She's like, no. And that was funny. And I can just imagine like little Riley.
She probably was a cute little girl in real life, I'm sure.
I know. It made me so sad. I was like, poor Riley.
Yeah.
But Tucker bribes Riley basically to pose as Emma's mother so that way they can get back in and have the story. But of course, Bonnie can't keep her hands out of it. Bonnie shows up in this fabulous wig.
She looked like Reba McEntire. Now, you know she used to be on Reba with Reba for all those years. So she had that big red curly wig. It was kind of funny.
And she's like, you know what? I am not letting Emma, be a loser. Like, I want her to win, and I'm going to make sure she wins. And Riley, you're an awful dancer, and you're teaching her all these talent bits. It's not going to work out. So basically, she goes to just take over and make Emma win.
Yes.
Right?
Well, she decided to come to pose as this Lucy Cobb Michael, who's like this like beauty pageant trainer. And Riley is like, she wants to live her life through Emma, of course.
Yeah.
That part made me laugh. When they were going back and forth, made me laugh.
I know. And then Tucker was like, you know what? Screw the pageant.
Yeah.
Like, Riley and Bonnie are fighting right now.
They have the story.
So basically they had the story and they just filmed it and they were like, you know what, this is great. And they were going back and forth and then poor little Emma comes out on stage.
She was standing there.
Emma's like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm. She did. She was standing there like, what's going on? In her cute little tutu dress. Tutu dresses are in right now because I couldn't make it to a company party we had here this weekend because I went to two. I know. I heard about you. And, just kidding. And then I went to two kid parties and all the little baby girls were all wearing tutu dresses. So it must be in right now, tutu dresses. And they look cute in them, of course, but I think everybody's wearing them now.
Yes, that's so cute.
And Emma was really cute. And her hair's getting long. It's getting a little long.
Getting a little longer.
It's growing in.
She's standing there like, what is going on? And then Bonnie and Riley are like, go dance. Remember, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Ball step, change, whatever.
Yes.
And Tucker's got the footage.
Yes, he does.
Tucker's got the footage.
He does.
He's going to use it.
Yeah.
For whatever he needs to do.
For his show, because he's always trying to get ahead. Tucker's always trying to get ahead.
He is. He does.
Yeah.
And then it kind of makes Riley sad because she looks at herself. She's like, wow, like, that's me. That's me.
It went a little serious. See, this show, we doing that all the time, Dakota, where like I'm laughing out loud, and then all of a sudden it makes a turn, and you're like, oh, because she was like, because her little speech was really cute. She said that. It reminds us, this is really me.
Yeah.
I always have to win. Well,
you're like, boom,
oh my God, it's crazy. Always have to win, and it made a way to do. And she goes, even with Danny.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, girl, finally.
Yes, go get your man.
Finally.
And you know what? She does. She goes, runs up to him, kisses him.
Yes.
They said they were kind of both in the wrong in a sense, even though it was mostly Riley.
Yeah, mostly Riley, but that's fine.
But it's fine. They're back together, kind of ish.
Yeah. They say I want you
back.
back, so they kiss at the end.
They're kissing, and that was a beautiful moment that I was so excited for, and I can't wait because next week for Derek,
yes,
I want to talk to him about this and be like, all right, you got to hang on to this girl because this has been going around too much. Like, you need to secure.
Yeah, we're episode 17. We don't know how many episodes we have, do we?
I think we have like 3 more, 3 or 4 more.
Yeah, I'm really curious how this season, if they will keep them together, progress them forward this season, because we know we have another season, season 6.
That's right.
So I'm really curious.
I know, me too. And I love their relationship. I'm totally on board with Riley, Danny now.
Me too.
Forget Ben.
Yes.
I love Ben, but not for Riley.
Not for Riley. I agree.
And it was so cute. I honestly, my favorite part was at the end of the episode because, Ben is always so busy that sometimes we don't see him with his own daughter very much.
Thank you. Everybody else was with her. Oh, like this episode we saw him with her twice. Like, thank God.
I think the writers and producers were probably like, oh crap, like, Ben hasn't been with his own daughter in a while. So they decided to put them together, and she has her own little recliner next to his.
Yeah, it's so cute.
And he gets a cold beer out and then the cold bottle.
Yes.
And they just have fun.
She says, "I love you, Daddy."
I know.
That was so cute.
That was the longest line we've heard her say.
Yes. And I can hear Emma saying, "I love you, Daddy." It was so cute. Will they be sitting on the love seat forever now? If they break up, I will scream.
If they break up, I will scream.
I know. We feel with you. We do not want them to break up. They should be together.
No.
And now you can create turmoil with them together.
Yep.
And be against other people, but don't break them up.
I know, because Riley is, thick-headed.
Yes.
She is not about to, ever admit her faults.
No.
So this was a big deal. This was a big episode for her as a character, as a person.
So I'm really curious to see what the rest of the season plays out, because we got 2 couples now, so seemingly. We'll see if they last the whole season, the rest of the season.
That's exactly right. And that leads us into predictions.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV
predictions.
Predictions.
So let's see.
What do you predict?
It's because Tahj said he's going to have something happen. I'm thinking the last episode, he'll meet somebody.
You think so?
I think it's going to be the last episode. He's going to meet someone, and then we'll find out next season if it continues.
Okay.
That's why I'm going ahead a couple episodes. I'm thinking the last episode, he'll finally get someone, at least meet them.
Yeah.
And then it'll continue next season.
I think the biggest thing with them right now, I think they're probably like, if Tucker finally finds love, we're going to have to bring another person into the show and have them stay. But they did that with Bonnie's husband.
Yeah.
They did that with, Sam now.
Yeah.
And, the girl who I love, like Emma's actual mother.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
she shows up on a few episodes here and there.
Yeah.
So I think that it's not much of a jump for them to do that. They've introduced new characters to us before.
Yeah.
And I think that they need to do it. And I think Tucker needs some love.
I also think that the mother's going to come back at some point, too.
You think who?
The mother's coming back at some point. For an episode. I think it's going to stir something up, I think, between Sam and Ben.
Yeah.
I think it's going to stir up a little something, because Emma's getting older, and I just have a feeling that's going to be...
I'd love to have her back. She honestly was funny.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Now, Boo69Bs, before you get your prediction, says, I predict Ben and Sam will have their first official date. I think so, too.
I think so, too. I think that, whenever they do have the date, something awful is going to happen. Something stupid. He's going to mess it up.
Oh, yeah.
And they're probably not going to last much longer, and they'll break up again.
Possibly.
And then they'll have to get back together, and she's not going to want to forgive him, but then she's going to realize, oh, he's just a stupid boy.
Yeah, I guess I don't. Hashtag where's Brad? I know.
That's another prediction. I predict that he better get his butt back on set. I'm ready to see him again.
Do we know what's going on with him in real life? Is he like on Broadway or something?
I think so.
We're going to look that up. So next week we can actually answer that, because where is Brad?
He needs to come back.
Yes.
He's been in another country for too long.
Yes, he has. Like, it's time to come home.
It's time to come home to the wife.
Yes.
Maybe think about having a kid. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh, she's past that date, I think.
The expiration date.
Yes.
But
the eggs are frozen. They're scrambled.
They're scrambled eggs, guys.
Scrambled eggs.
That would be one crazy kid.
Actually, they could give her a late in life pregnancy, and that could be kind of fun. I mean, her pregnant could be funny. Could make some laughs.
That would
Bonnie
be
pregnant.
Hilarious.
That could make... Actually, with Melissa Peterman in control, that could be actually really funny.
One more question before we end. Tahj was telling us about how there's like this little Bonnie, Tucker type of thing.
I always picture a cliffhanger of them in bed together. We don't know what happens. We don't know what
Oh
happens.
my gosh. That is a prediction of a lifetime.
They wake up and they go, "Oh my god," and that'd be hilarious. And we don't know what happened.
And then that's the end of the season and we have to wait. What if you just called the end of the season right now? What
see.
if you did because he told us that he was
know.
going to have some love.
I know.
And then he alluded to the fact that Bonnie and Tucker have a little fling sometimes.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, James Lott Jr., everyone.
I know. I might. Who knows, right? And I don't
never
watch
know.
the show or anything, so I really don't know anything. So I don't know.
Well, we're going to have to come back on that. We'll see just
Yes.
how right your
Yes.
prediction is.
Yes.
But guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure if you're listening on iTunes to give us a 5-star rating. Let us know what you think. We love to hear your comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to comment below. We love to hear your thoughts. Tell us how excited you are for Derek to come in next week. My friend Shayla is dying. She's so excited. I have to get her a shout out. She's going to die. It's going to be great.
Do it for
yes,
Shayla.
do it for Shayla.
Yes.
But you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. And
Me, hi. Follow us at the AfterBuzz website, AfterBuzz.com, YouTube, iTunes, and the Baby Daddy After Show. Like us, rate us, like you said, do that. And our handles, of course, use the ABTV Baby Daddy hashtag. I met James Lott Jr., and that's on everything. My radio show on Fridays on journalradio.com. And we have Derek Theler coming in next week. So
yes, make sure to use the hashtag ABTV
TV,
Ask Danny.
Oh, Ask Danny. Yes, that's right.
Yes, so that will be
Hi,
the
Jennifer.
Yes.
She was
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. She just said hi. So hi, Jennifer. We're leaving Jennifer. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we love you, Jennifer.
And we thank everybody for watching us.
Yes, thank you guys. We will see you next week. We love you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.